Check, 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 check. Hello everyone, welcome to ACE Online and welcome to the sessions of RRB JE CBT stage 1, right. So we have already solved economy static questions. So this in this session we will see some current oriented like budget or economic survey and some of the static questions as well. So there is a high chance that you may get lot of questions from this particular session. We will take some 25 to 30 questions which are actually very much relevant to the current affairs, right. So let's start without any delay. A very good evening, Venkat. So yeah, first question let's take up. What is universal basic income? So what is basically definition of universal basic income they are asking? A targeted subsidy for specific individuals, a loan provided by the government for startups, a tax benefit given to low income groups, a fixed income paid to all the citizens regardless of their income or work status. So what is the definition of universal basic income? So this is the question. So tell me. Any guess? See, let's discuss universal basic income is a proposition where all the citizens of a country will be given equal income. So every month they will be giving every individual, whether they are rich, whether they are poor, whether they are salaried employee, whether they are unemployed, there is no criteria. There is no criteria as such. So we will give income to everyone. Every month 5,000 rupees for everyone, irrespective of their status, whatever the working nature, right. So this is a proposition made by economic survey in 2016-17 and many of the countries, western countries, the European countries has followed this during COVID times like Ireland, Germany. They have given free income to every individual every month, right. So irrespective of their status. So a fixed income paid to all the citizens regardless of income or work status is known as universal basic income, right. Yes, Kuwait also given, right, some Middle East countries as well, correct. Next, what is the main cause of casual unemployment? We have a different types of unemployments, right. So you disguised unemployment, we have structural unemployment, we have cyclical unemployment, we have frictional unemployment. You might have done this in unemployment chapter, right. Now what is the main cause of casual unemployment they are asking? Seasonal variation, that means because of rains or monsoon season there won't be any work. So seasonal variation they are saying. Short term contracts or raw material shortage, technological changes, population growth. Which of these following four, one among these four will cause the casual unemployment? So what is the answer? Correct, Venkat. So it is the short term contracts or raw material shortage. Say for example, let's take the labor, daily labors. Casual unemployment means basically daily labor. So every day they search for work and if there is a work they will go and they will earn. But if any industry is not having the raw material on that particular day or for 2-3 days, right, let's take textile sector we don't get, I mean, because of various reasons, the cotton was not available for 3-4 days. So there won't be any work, right? So casual unemployment happens when in the daily wage laborers, when there is a short term contract, like they are given only for 1 week, 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, after that there won't be any work, or if there is a lack of raw materials to produce. So in that cases we will see the casual unemployment. So answer is B, correct. Right. Next one. So this is a very important current affairs related economy, very high chances to ask in the exam. Recently happened, group 3 in Telangana also has seen lot of questions from this survey. What is the approximate size of India's workforce in 2020-23 as per periodic labor force survey? Periodic labor force survey is conducted for every 5 years, right? First periodic labor force survey was conducted in 2017-18 and then 2020-23. So next periodic labor force survey will be coming in 2027-28. So before that you have to clear the exam, or else you have to read again the document. So what is the total India's workforce who are working in various I mean in whether it is salaried employees, whether it is daily wage, whatever. So what is the total workforce? 50.2 crore, 65.3 crore, 60.1 crore, 56.5 crore. Very good, someone have already answered. It is D, 56.5 crores are the total. Out of total 140 crore population in India, we have 56.5 crore of total working population. So very important data to be remembered. Right, Venkat and Vikas has answered this question, correct. Next, the same survey, according to periodic labor force survey 2020-23, what is the youth unemployment rate in India? So youth unemployment, youth means 15 years to 29. What is working age population? Working age means 15 to 59, right? Out of this, youth means 15 to 29 years, right? So what is the unemployment rate according to this survey? 10%, 17.8%, 15%, 12.5%. Anyone? So the answer is 10%. The total unemployment rate. What is unemployment rate actually? So this may be also asked in the exam. So let's see, the total people who are eligible to work between 15 to 59 age. Total people who are eligible to work, that is called as labor force. And out of that labor force, there will be only certain people who are actually working, and these people are unemployed, right? So this is called as a workforce. Those who are actually in work is called as workforce. Those who are eligible to work is all together is known as labor force. So it is a big circle, and workforce is a small subset of it. Now if you want to calculate unemployment rate equal to labor force minus workforce divided by labor force into 100. Let's say there are 50 crores of population who are eligible to work, and only 40 crore are actually working. So 50 minus 40 divided by 40 into 100. This is how we calculate the unemployment rate. Now this answer is 10%. So total youth who are unemployed, there are people who are eligible to work, but still certain people are not able to work, not able to get the work. So answer is 10%. Right? So answer is A. This is all very important current affairs related to economics that were in news, right? Which industry is the largest employer in India's manufacturing sector? So we have 3 sectors in economy, mainly primary sector, which is agriculture, mining, agriculture, allied and mining. Secondary sector, we have manufacturing sector, right? And then with third one is the service sector or tertiary sector. There are 3 sectors in economy. Now the question is, Which industry within manufacturing is the largest employer? That means highest employees are being working in which sector? Steel, food products, pharmaceuticals and textiles. Okay, so what is the answer? That is food products. Highest one is food products first, then followed by textiles second, right? So these are not usually covered in the static books, GK books. Okay, this is all the current data, 2023, 24, 22 data, which you need to cover from various documents, right? So that's why it is very important. The answer is food products. Next one, what legislative measure expanded the social security to gig and platform workers? Gig means unorganized, like Uber, Swiggy delivery partners. So all these does not have a job security. They earn on daily basis. They don't have any rules and regulations. They work for a contract or temporary one. So those are called as a gig workers. And platform workers means those who work through online platforms, different various apps and all. So which was the recently legislative measure to expand social security? Social security means when you are unable to work, when you are having health issues, some money will be guaranteed. Like if you take example of our employed, salaried employees, they get monthly 2-3 holidays and also some social security like health security. So to expand these things to the gig platform, which act was mandated? Industrial Disputes Act, Code on Wages Act, Code on Social Security, Employment Provident Fund. Very easy question. The answer is Code on Social Security. During COVID times, they have passed 3 important bills and one is related to the Code on Social Security. So here itself we have a small clue, right? So Social Security is the answer. Okay. Right. Next question, what is the contribution of agriculture to India's GDP at current prices? 2023-24, very much current affairs, the completed financial year. So what is the contribution of agriculture sector to India's GDP? We have 3 sectors, right? Primary, secondary, tertiary. Out of that, what is the contribution of agriculture sector? 18.2%, 25%, 42.3%, 15%. Correct, Tarun. For previous question, it is C. Now let's answer for the present one. So agriculture contribution is 18.2%. Agriculture, right? And service sector approximately 55%. And industry sector, remaining industry sector, that is 31%, right? So this is the one, approximately, right? So yeah, if it is GVA, then it is little bit slightly change. Anyway, industry has reduced to 27, I guess 27 to 28 is there. But anyway, agriculture contribution is 18.2%. No, agriculture is not contributing to this much to GDP, like agriculture is just 17 to 18%. The current prices, it is 18.2, but constant prices, if you take, it is 16 point something, right? So answer is A. Next one, again very much current affairs. What was the food grain production of India in 2022-23? In terms of weight, total food grains, wheat, rice, all the crops together, what is the total production of India in terms of their food grains? 300.7 million tons. 1 million means 10 lakhs, right? 1 ton means 1000 kgs. You can multiply it. 10 lakh into 1000. So this many kgs we have produced in India. And the final details that are available is only we have 2022-23. 23-24 is yet to be updated. So what is the total weightage? 300.7 million tons, 329.7 million tons, 315.4 million tons, 340.2 million tons. So the answer is 329.7 million tons. Okay, very, very important one. Try to remember this. There will be a question, right? And out of this, the most dominant one was oil seeds, mustard, groundnut, sesame. Those were the major contributors. After that, we have rice, wheat, and many other things as well, right? So answer is B for this question. These are all questions which are usually not covered, so there is a high chance to ask in the exam. You have to remember. I have picked the current affairs economic questions so that you won't be able to face this difficulty. It's very difficult to solve current affairs. Static part many students will solve, but current affairs are things which are very much important. What is the approximate share of irrigation coverage in India as of 2020-21? What is the approximate share of irrigation? Irrigation means artificially providing the water. Usually most of the agriculture is dependent on the rain fed, but now slowly irrigation is being covered to almost all the agriculture fields. So what is the coverage? That means if we are having throughout India, we are having 100 hectares. Out of this, how much percentage we are able to give the irrigation? So the answer is D here. It is 55%. The total irrigation that Ministry of Agriculture, the Ministry of Agriculture gives related to the agriculture is 55%. This was mentioned in economic survey also, this year economic survey. So answer is 55%. Next one, a very easy question, you must have know this. Which state has become the first in the world to declared fully organic? Not only in India but in the world also, this is the first state to become fully organic. Kerala, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Sikkim. Very easy question, right? So someone have already answered, that is Sikkim. Correct. Yes, Tarun, Venkat, very good. Next question. Minimum support price in India is given to how many crops? Minimum support price. Yes, Union Territory, Lakshadweep, correct. Minimum support price. See, you might have seen lot of protests during the COVID times, the farmers from Punjab, Haryana for legalizing the MSP. See, MSP, minimum support price, is the money declared by government in which FCI, Food Corporation of India, will directly procure from the farmers. So they will decide before the sowing itself, before monsoon season itself, they will announce per quintal. Per quintal, the prices are announced for each crop, right? So that if the farmers are not getting proper price from the private players like in the market, so they can directly sell it to the Food Corporation of India at MSP. So it guarantees the farmer certain amount of money per quintal for certain crops. So how many crops are covered? 17, 23, 27, 21. Yes, Tarun has answered this correct. It is actually 23 crops. 22 traditional crops plus sugarcane, right? 7 cereals we have, 7 types of pulses we have, 7 types of oil seeds we have, and then 4 types of this normal crops we have. Apart from that, 5 commercial crops are also there. 7 cereals, 7 oil seeds, 4 pulses, and remaining 5 commercial crops, right? So total 23 are there. Answer is 23. That's why these are all in the current affairs economy part. What is the primary purpose of ENAM, Electronic National Agriculture Market? What is the primary purpose of ENAM, Electronic National Agriculture Market? To provide direct subsidies to farmers, to promote organic farming, to network APMCs, Agriculture Primary Markets Committees, APMC mandis, and create a unified national market for agriculture commodities, to develop irrigation infrastructure. So what is the purpose of ENAM, electronic national agriculture market. See, you might have heard a lot of farmers cultivate their crops, but they don't have market to whom we have to sell. They were not able to find. That's why what government is doing, they have already launched primary agriculture mandis, APMC mandis, markets at the local level, and then they are digitally connecting them. So a farmer in Punjab can sell his or her goods to the person who is in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, anywhere in online. So through online they will connect all the APMCs, right? Agriculture primary marketing committees. So they will connect so that farmers from one region can sell their goods to any part of India. So that is the purpose of ENAM. So they are aiming to connect various APMCs through digital network. So answer is C. Correct. Kaushik, Rakesh, Venkat have answered this correct. Next one. In the financial year 2022-23, which sector has contributed highest to the industry sector? See, as I said, we are having three sectors: primary sector, secondary, tertiary, and industry sector consists of four sectors, that is construction sector, manufacturing sector, mining sector. Even though mining is primary sector, I mean in the primary part of economy, but it comes under the industry, right? See, there are three sectors: primary, secondary, tertiary, and industry will take some part of here and some part, that is mining, right? Now industry has four subcategories, that is construction, manufacturing, mining, electricity and other utilities. So which one is contributing the highest? Tell me. Yes, someone have already answered this. Manufacturing is the answer. So this has been taken directly from economic survey. We have taken this question from directly economic survey. You can see the financial year 2024, that is what already happened. A financial year means from April 1 to March 31. That means, say for example, if it is financial year 2024 means April 1 2023 to March 31 2024. So out of this you can see here manufacturing, the light yellowish color one, is contributing 17.3%. So this is the industry, total industry contribution 31% I told you earlier. So it is 30.9% accurately, and out of this manufacturing itself is contributed to 17.3. Then we have construction, and then we have utilities, electricity utilities 2.4, and finally mining. In exam they may ask you, they will give you these four and they may ask you to arrange also. So it is manufacturing, construction, then electricity and utilities, and finally mining. Right. Next one, this is also taken from economic survey. India is the dash, in the sense rank, they are asking largest cement producer in the world. What is the rank of India in cement production, they are asking. First, second, third, fourth. What is the rank of? See, China is the largest producer. China is largest producer. Okay, and after that India. So basically India holds the second rank after China, right? So China is the first. Yes, very good. Someone have already answered. Venkat. See, I have taken the economy survey classes complete. I mean, total 13 chapters are there. 9 classes I have taken in the ACE online Telugu channel. Okay, APPSC, DSPSC. So if someone want, you can go and watch there. There are 4 more lectures remaining. So I will be taking that also in the next 2 or 3 days, right? So recently TSPSC Group 3, they have asked what is the contribution of steel sector to the greenhouse gases, 12% directly from economic survey. So whoever have read it, at least 3-4 questions you can catch up in various. It is not only economy, it can be also linked to climate change, environment, other things also. Fine. So answer is second. Next, which sector contributed the highest share to gross value addition in financial year 2024? See, there are two differences. We have discussed this in the last session of economy, GDP and GVA. GDP means total value of goods and services produced including the taxes, the total prices, total value of all the goods and services produced in the economy. and gross value addition means it is excluding taxes and removing intermediary. For example, wheat is there, right, and then we have produced the bread, and whatever the wheat we have taken, that is removed from this GDP. Why? Because this is not the value addition done, it was already done by the primary sector. Anyway, no need to confuse, GVA means excluding taxes. So out of this, which sectors are contributing majorly to the GVA? Very good, easy question. So most of you have already answered. It is C, service sector contributes the highest, then followed by industry, right, that is industry, and within industry we have manufacturing, then agriculture has the least. Next one, where is the Asian Development Bank headquarters located? What is the headquarters of Asian Development Bank, ADB? We have number of banks in economy, you have to go through it. IMF you have to go through, World Bank you have to go through, then World Trade Organization you have to go through, Asian Development Bank, Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, and then New Development Bank. These 5-6 organizations, whatever there is a chance to ask in the question, in the exam, right. So where is the headquarters of Asian Development Bank located? It is located in Manila, Philippines, right. Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank we have in Beijing, and a New Development Bank of BRICS, that is located in the Shanghai, China. IMF, Washington DC, World Bank, Washington DC, World Trade Organization, Geneva. So all these you have to remember, right. So Manila, Philippines is the answer. Next one, the term fiat money refers to. What is the meaning of fiat money, they are asking? Tell me, what is the fiat money? Money backed by gold reserves, money without intrinsic value but accepted as a legal tender, barter system of exchange, money issued by private banks. What is fiat currency? See, fiat currency means they don't have intrinsic value. Say for example, this pen has an intrinsic value, that means it is valued because of its physical things, right. It is valued because of its physical things. This mobile is there, this is valued because of the mobile, physical things. But currency, fiat currency means they don't have, say for example, you take 100 rupees note, it does not have, because it is just a paper, it does not have any 100 rupees value. There is no physical estimation of that note, but it is accepted as a legal tender because central bank has said that, right. So this note, just this paper note of 100 rupees is valued 100, because it is not an asset, because it is legally recognized by the central bank. So fiat currency does not have an intrinsic value as such, physical value is not there, because it is legally recognized, it is having the value. So answer is B. Next one, so they are asking the matching, let's see. Left side they have given certain definitions, shortcuts, and then they have given the definitions in the right. Repo rate, reverse repo rate, bank rate, and cash reserve ratio. Cash reserve ratio. What is repo rate? You might have frequently seen this in news. Repo rate means the interest to be paid by banks when they are taking money from the RBI. So say for example, I am an SBI and I can reach out to the RBI and I can give my some securities, bonds, and then I can take money from the RBI. So for that I need to give the interest rate. So that interest is called as the repo rate. Now let's see which one suits this definition. Interest rate at which RBI lends to the banks, correct. So this is the interest rate at which RBI lends, gives money to the banks. That means you can say the interest rate at which banks take from RBI, or interest at which RBI gives to the banks. So A should be 1. So we can eliminate 2 options. So still we are having 2 more options. So let's see. What is reverse repo rate? Reverse repo rate means interest rate at which RBI takes the money from banks. So it is the interest rate in which RBI pays to the banks. So it will take money from the banks, it will squeeze the money from the market, and then they will give this money after few months or few years. So this here also RBI pays the interest. So rate at which RBI borrows from the bank. So this is correct. B is 2, but still there is one more thing. Next, bank rate, long term lending rate by RBI. This repo rate, reverse repo rate are just usually for short term, 3 months. But bank rate is a long term lending after 1 year, 1.5 year, 2 years. There is no time period as such. So this is the rate at which RBI gives to the bank, similar to repo rate, but it is a long term, it is not a short term, right. So C should be 3, we got the answer. And cash reserve ratio means certain amount of deposits of banks has to keep with RBI. For example, I am SBI, I have to take some of my money and then I have to keep it with RBI for safety. If I lose everything, so RBI will take that money and give it to the customers, right. So answer is A. I don't know, nobody has answered this question, so this is a little conceptual, but anyway you have to answer. This question is already asked in the exams. Next one, what is stagflation? What is stagflation? Stagflation means stagnation in the GDP, stagnation in GDP, that means there is no growth rate, plus inflation. As there is no growth, see, if there is no production of goods, there is no requirement of labor, because we are producing less goods. Less GDP means producing less goods, that means less workers. So this stagnation in GDP also leads to unemployment. Unemployment. This may also lead to unemployment. Plus there will be inflation. Plus there will be inflation. So basically unemployment plus inflation or no GDP growth with inflation. So which one suits this? High inflation and high unemployment. So first itself it has suited. High inflation, high economic growth, no, there is less economic growth. Low inflation, no, it is actually high. No inflation, no economic growth, no. So answer is A. So high inflation and high unemployment. So answer is A. Rakesh has answered. Next one, with reference to which reference index is used by RBI to measure inflation in India? Which reference index is used to measure inflation in India? Wholesale price index, consumer price index, producer price index, GDP deflator. So which one we are using? Again, very popular question from economics, you must have known this, that is consumer price index. See, we have two types of index, that is CPI and WPI. So when inflation is measured at the consumer level, we are taking CPI, and if it is producer level, then we are measuring at the wholesale level. Wholesaler is the producer, and consumer level we take it as a retailer. So consumer price index, CPI, we are measuring the currently from 2015 onwards, we are measuring CPI, based on CPI. Earlier we were measuring wholesale price index, earlier before 2015, but now since 2015 we are taking consumer price index as the basis for calculating inflation, right. So again a very important question, possible question for the exam. Next one, which committee recommended the establishment of regional rural banks? Regional rural banks, RRBs. Which committee has recommended? Very popular question, previously asked in many of the exams, railway exams, right. So which committee has recommended the establishment of these regional rural banks? Narasimham committee, Kelkar committee, Gadgil committee, Narayan Rao committee. This is very popular one, Narasimham committee. So in 1975 these regional rural banks were established, and the main goal of regional rural banks is to give credit to the cooperatives rural development, specifically in rural areas they want to promote the credit because many of the bankings are ignoring the rural areas. That's why regional rural banks were established. Very popular question, many of you have already answered. Very good. Next one, what does priority sector lending includes? Priority sector means whatever the sectors RBI feels that these are very important for our economy. So in these sectors, the banks which are giving loans has to give specific portion. 40% of the total loans of commercial banks, SBI, ICICI, they have to give it to these sectors, whatever RBI has recognized. And if it is RRBs, regional rural banks, they have to give their loans 75% to these priority sectors. So these priority sectors consist of which sectors they are asking? Agriculture, MSME, education loan, all the above. All these are included: agriculture, MSME, education loans, renewable energy, right, exports, all these were recognized by RBI as a priority sectors. So out of the total loans that banks are giving, at least 40% has to go to these sectors from commercial banks. So answer is D, all the above. Next one, when was Banking Regulation Act was passed, enacted? Banking Regulation Act was enacted in which year? 1949, 1956, 1934, 1969. Correct, Venkat? So Banking Regulation Act was enacted in which year? Very direct question. We have two important acts related to the banks, that is RBI Act 1934, where RBI was established, and Banking Regulation Act 1949. All the banks, commercial banks in India are monitored, regulated under Banking Regulation Act 1949. So very popular one, that is A. Next one, which of the following is not a financial market? Which is not a financial market? Financial market means what? Wherever there is an excess amount of money that is being taken and given to the lack of money. For example, I am a salaried individual. I am having the money for my expenditure and I am saving. I am having excess money, I want to save. So what I can do? I can save in bank, and that money will be shifted to the persons who want to do business. They don't have money, they want to take loans. So it is, financial market is a system where the excess amount of money is taken and then give it to the deficit units, that is called as the financial markets. Now which one is not one such financial market? Stock market, commodity market, foreign exchange market, labor market. So anyway we got the answer. Here labor is not a money, all these are money transmitters, but labor market is a where the labors are shifted from one place to other place. So very easy question, that is labor market. Next question, which of the following instruments are traded in the money market? So within financial markets, as I said, financial markets, within financial markets we have money market and capital market, right? So which is part of money market? Let's know the definitions of money market and capital market first to answer this. Money market means those money exchange starts and ends within a year. For example, I want to take money as a loan, so the maturity period ends within a year. So if the starting and ending of transaction lies within 1 year, it is part of money market. And if the maturity period or the exchange crosses beyond 1 year, the agreement crosses 1 year, then it is part of money market. Say for example, you have taken the loan, house loan for 15 years, it becomes part of capital market, right? So money market means less than 1 year. So treasury bills which are having maturity 91 days, then 182 days and 364 days. So this maturity period ends within 1 year. That's why treasury bills are part of money markets. Correct, Venkat? So you have answered this. Next one, the concept of tax incidence refers to. What is the meaning of tax incidence? The amount of tax collected by government, the rate at which tax is levied, the process of tax evasion, the burden of tax, who bears it? So very basic definition they have asked. A previous question itself in the railways, RRB NTPC. So what is the concept of tax incidence? Tax incidence means whatever the tax that government is levying, on whom this burden is being levied. So that is the meaning. For example, tax incidence of income tax, it is salaried individuals. Tax incidence of corporate tax, it is business persons. Right? Tax incidence of GST, it is under the consumers. So the burden talks about the tax incidence. So answer is D. Next, a tax is said to be a regressive tax. There are three types of taxation systems in India, in the world itself, like theoretically, that is progressive taxation, regressive taxation and proportional taxation. Progressive means with the increase in your income, your tax rate increase. Say for example, if you are earning 5 lakhs per year, you will be paying 5%. If some person is earning 10 lakhs, so 10%. So with increase in income, there is an increase in income tax. That is a progressive, right? And in case of proportional, it is equal to anyone. Everyone. 5 lakhs, 10%, 10 lakhs, 10%, 20 lakhs, 10%. Everyone pays the equal tax. And regressive tax means with increase in income, there is a decrease in tax rate, right? So let's see. Tax rate increases as income increases? No. Tax rate remains the same for all income levels? No, this is a proportional taxation. Tax rate decreases with income increases. This is correct. So this is a situation, this tax is levied when there is a lack of economic activity. Government will encourage. If you earn more, we will take less tax. So it is encouraging the economic growth, right? So answer is C. Next, according to budget 2024, how much allocation has been made for agriculture and allied sectors? According to the budget 2024, how much allocation has been made for agriculture and allied sectors? Very direct question from budget, that is 1.52 lakh crores. This is the total amount given after the new government formed in June, right? In July the budget was given and this was allocated for 1.52 lakh crores. Next one, under Purvodaya initiative, where the industrial node is developed along the Amritsar-Kolkata industrial corridor. So this is also from budget itself. This is also from budget itself. So which node out of Amritsar-Kolkata industrial corridor, which node they are going to develop? Varanasi, Gaya, Patna, Bhagalpur. Again a direct question from budget, there is no explanation as such, that is Gaya in Bihar. Next, what is law of demand? What is the concept of law of demand? Demand means who demands it? Consumer. So for what price the consumer is required? Less price. So law of demand states that with the increase in prices, there is a decrease in consumption. So it is indirectly proportional to the prices. So the demand is indirectly proportional to the prices. Higher the price, higher the demand, wrong. Lower the price, lower the demand, wrong. Price and demand are unrelated, wrong. Higher the price, lower the demand. This is the correct. So D is the answer. Right, from your side you can think it is a consumer side. Next, Green Revolution, last question I guess, last two more questions. The Green Revolution in India was initiated during which 5-year plan? The Green Revolution in India was initiated during which 5-year plan? Second 5-year plan, third 5-year plan, fourth 5-year plan, fifth 5-year plan. Green Revolution was introduced during 1965-66, or you can say 66 to 67 exactly in this financial year. That is third 5-year plan. That is third 5-year plan itself, the Green Revolution was introduced. So answer is B. Next question, what is the term fiscal deficit refers to? So usually this is popularly mentioned in news. What is fiscal deficit refers to? See, in the year, in the budget, say for example, now April 1 to March 31. This is the financial year, right? And finance minister produced the budget on February 1. So they will plan for 10,000 crores. We are going to spend 10,000 crores, but that is not actually sufficient. For whole 1 year, whatever we are planning, it won't be sufficient. So extra money we take, 10,000 crores we have planned, but extra 1,000 crores we have taken from the market as a borrowings. So this extra money that we have borrowed is known as, in that financial year, that is known as fiscal deficit. So total income exceeds total expenditure exceeds income, revenue from exports exceeds revenue from imports, this is wrong, revenue from imports exceeds revenue from exports, this is also wrong, total income exceeds the expenditure, wrong. So our expenditure is exceeding the income, so answer is B. Last question for today, revenue receipts consist of. So in budget, in the last session we have discussed about the budget, various components of the budget. Budget has two components, receipts, that is coming money, expenditure, going money. So receipts again divided into revenue receipts, which are one way, so government no need to pay back. Capital receipts, which now we are taking, but in future we need to pay back, like loans, borrowings, right? So revenue receipts means one way payments to the government, which no need to pay back. This is the definition of revenue receipts. So which type of money where government no need to pay back? Loans borrowed by the government, no, they need to pay back, that is capital receipts. Proceeds from sale of government property, that is disinvestments, that is also part of capital receipts, disinvestments. Tax and non-tax revenue, yes. Expenditure on social service, again part of expenditure, it is not receipt. So tax, non-tax revenue which government is getting, no need to pay back to anyone, right? So this is the revenue receipts, correct, very good, someone have already answered, right? So that is about today's economics session. I hope you have enjoyed. If yes, please do like and share our video so that it encourages us to do more such videos, right? So we have a open test as already announced. So again mock test I am announcing here. So it is available on 8th December from 11 AM to 12:30 PM, which is mode is in online and in English, right? So try to answer, try to test yourself through this. We will be providing with the free, right? So you can go to our website or app, right? So this is from my side. Thanks a lot for your cooperation, and I wish you all the best to do well in the coming examination. Thank you.